into an Ice Blast. This Weaver will die pretty quickly. But as you looking at the end of this draft, you're still just overall a little worried for the control that Seed is going to have to deal with Nigma's slippery heroes.
Yes, and there's no way to like itemize against that. Like Abaddon doesn't buy, he's buying, you know, team fighting items. The only one who can build those is like Void Spirit. He might need to be forced to get Orchid this game. I'm more of a like a Yule Scepter fan, I would say, where you have a save for yourself, set up for your Remnant. But it's a good Morphling game. Like he can turn into either Weaver or Ursa, get those spells, cut in the back lines, deal with Lich. Like Overpower is extremely good on Morph. Like you use it, go back to Morph, extra attack speed. Like it's the same principle as when you're playing against Arrow.
Yeah. Elements of the hero that's going to work quite nicely as the Morph. And looking at some of the lane setups we're going to get, I mean, so the Weaver, obviously, that we saw. Did you sort of expect that to be mind control playing it on the off lane rather than it being a carry Weaver? Did you kind of prefer the Weaver in the off lane position?
Three or position 4, where you get like an Earn Spirit Vessel and then get Ags, or you can just get straight up Ags. There's no real burst damage on their side before Morphling gets a shotgun. So that Aghanim Scepter is gonna be very easy to use on Weaver.
Yeah. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of nice saves you can make if that's the way that he wants to go with his itemization. Here we go, see what happens here. Best of 1 between Nigma and OG.Seed, fighting to hold on to stay up in Division 1 in the next season of the Pushka League, as this first one starts to come to an end, at least for these two teams, not being able to make it past the groups. What sort of matchups we get in the lane, and in advance, apologies. It will be my observing today, ladies and gentlemen, so do hold on and get your T-Tools ready. I'll try my best, and the costs, you know, do be sure to scream at me if there's a first blood going somewhere.
Yeah, I'll be, you know, helping you out. So Ursa will be laning on the bottom against Abaddon, Orb of Venom already, 6 tangos, a healing salve. He's ready, you know, to trade some hits against the Abba, and they will put Ember Spirit on the mid lane against the Void Spirit. This is, I would say, 50-50 matchup. Maybe a bit favored for Void Spirit. All right, they're swapping things on the side of OG.Seed. They're putting a Morph mid.
All right, because Morph, right? Morph has a great time against the Ember, right? You know, so it's a free lane. You should never die in this matchup. You're able to stay shifted entirely into Agi, so you should have easy CS. So I guess, you know, this is setting up Matter is going to be even better, right? Because now he's going to get the potential of a solo lane experience.
Yeah, Morphling is really scary if you give him like solo time. These abilities are extremely good. Bottom lane, I'm helping you out, Owen.
I'm on it already. Let's see if they can get Weir. He's been caught by the cold feet. He'll go down. First blood to Zibe. Zibe goes down in response, but they'll certainly take that one, Seed. Being able to secure first blood onto Weeha. And interested to see, of course, with the lane setup, Weeha is playing that Ursa on that safe lane, and we are seeing Miracle back to the mid on his Ember Spirit this game.
That's what we wanted to see. Miracle on a playmaking core, being on a mid lane. The problem in this lane, like Morphling doesn't have an ability to remove the Flame Guard, so Miracle will always have that, you know, deal some extra damage to the creeps, harassment. Seems like they're just keeping this tri-lane for OG.Seed, and look at the way they itemized. Z-Freak bought Buckler, Ring of Protection on Abaddon, so he has a lot of armor against Ursa.
Oh, he does. Yeah, this is, you know, not something that we are going to be able to trade successfully into on the early levels. The powerful tri-lane that Nigma are going to try and do their best to match. As you see, Weeha, every time he steps up a CS, that's over half his HP gone. OG.Seed ready to play full aggro onto the Ursa. And Nigma, they're actually going to take GH away from it. GH is going to head top. They're going to leave this just as a duo, so Weeha is definitely going to feel the heat down here with OG.Seed keeping the tri-lane aggressive onto him.
That's one way to force enemy support if they just like want to keep the tri-lane. You TP top, put some pressure on their safe laner who's alone, and then the support is gonna come. And now AA is forced to TP.
So Jesse, is he gonna go down here? He is. No spell to pop. He's already used both of them, and nothing that Pexu can do to save him. So smart move from Nigma to change the laning situation and find a kill onto Jesse. And as you say, this will make things a little bit easier for WePlay now. Only have to deal with 2 heroes down on the bottom lane.
There is a ton of kill potential on the bottom lane. They are level 2. Keep hitting him. One more hit will secure the kill. Oh, he used the flask, all right, to keep himself alive.
It did save him. And Kuro might just find Z-Freak here. A few more right clicks will do it. See if he can get it.
He will need 2 more.
There was action as well. They're able to get in onto Pexu's AA. We're watching this sort of Kuro versus Z-Freak chase that Kuro is very persistent on. Doesn't have vision yet for the blast. Z-Freak trying to keep to the shadows. See if Kuro can find him. He's tangoing up. Z-Freak is looking for that blast. He will find the blast if he wants to drop.
If he clicks the button but didn't click it, he just needs to leave it alone. This is the problem.
He had vision there. I guess he didn't. I guess he was out of range. Oh,
that's why I said, when he used the flask. Like, he should have died there. He was. He had 50% mana, no HP, was low, you know, on region. Only had a couple of tangos left, and now you stay in the lane. You didn't get any CS, and after that you just straight up die. So it's better to die straight away.
Yeah, now of course, just whilst Kuro was chasing, bit on a wild goose chase, chasing Z-Freak, he left WePlay unattended, and ends up in losing the mid lane. We're seeing, as expected, Madara have the lead against the Ember, 15-7 against Miracle's 12-2. Miracle trying to do his best to get aggressive, but there's only so much you can do as Madara can just keep it shifted high into the IG and trade back. Those punches do hurt.
You have been denied.
Now Miracle getting so much out of this lane. I think usually the matchup is not that great, but he really knows the limits of the hero. Like, you can see where he's dragging his creep wave, always harassing him with the flame guard. Morphling is like half range, half melee hero. Only 350 attack range, not the greatest. Oh, region rune top.
Will that be juicy for either of these two mids? Madara's going to go and grab it, but Miracle will be able to instantly take
value. That's 0.03 seconds of regeneration.
That's those little things that can help turn the tides in mid. 0.3 seconds in Dota 2 is a long time.
AA in trouble. AA's dead.
He is, by the looks of it, or is he? Coldfeet's going to be kicking onto GH. GH is going to be frozen, taking hits from the tower. And Pexu, he's not going to fall. GH has got the Fairy Fire to keep himself alive. Chessie trying to chase, but no further mana or spell to commit onto the task. Nobody to go down.
That's what we're gonna call him if he keeps chasing them. It was a very nice Remnant setup where he pulled Weaver into the tower and they had no creeps, so one of the heroes had to tank it. One of the reasons why they backed off. Bounty Rune spawning, mind control, playing very aggressive.
There he is. He's going to get hit by the Cold Feet proc. Not being able to get out of range of it. They're trying to kill on Pexu. They do get the trade. Chessie's going to try and head back over, focusing the Bounty Rune. GH is going to be able to trap him out with these shards. Looking for the body blocks. GH will be able to secure that one and grab it for Team Nigma.
So that's
a close start. I mean, we're 5 minutes in. There's only less than like 1,000 gold in it. Across the board is a little better for OG.Seed. They're getting certainly the more denies, so we'll see a bit of an XP advantage for Seed off these lanes.
Once again, they left Ursa alone on the bottom lane, which means that he's not going to be able to get that much farm. He might actually die. That's the Inkswell combo plus the slow. Weaken's dead.
It's a painful lane down here. He was able to get a little CS, but you're right, he's been knocked back to the base 3 times now. On this safe lane, that's the top lane. Nigma trying to get aggressive onto OG.Seed's safe lane, but Chessie, he's a much harder hero to catch. And in fact, he's just going to look to turn. Comes in with a remnant onto GH. GH will be able to walk, move forward from mind control. He went
watch the mid lane.
I'm trying to watch it. I didn't see it. You'll have to give us a summary of what happened, Lacoste.
One of the reasons why we had died, Kuro was missing from the lane, ganking the mid. Like, Morphling played a bit too aggressive, was not expecting Lich to come. He had no vision. And, you know, misused his waveform.
Oh, that's a pretty big kill. I mean, as you say, I would have sort of expect the mod to come out on top, but Miracle's found a lot from this lane. And
You picked Ursa to counter this Abaddon in the laning stage. You're not laning with Lich, which means you're gonna be losing that lane. And now Abaddon, like, he died twice, but he's gonna hit level 6 pretty soon. Oh, one more Frost Nova.
I mean, we are just getting overly aggressive there. Chess comes in with a perfect TP rotation and shuts down the both of them. I mean, this lane down bottom is getting messy. There's 4 deaths in a row now on the Ursa. It's gonna, and this is not the sort of hero that's you can sort of pick your game back up that easily. He's gonna need his teammates to make a lot of moves. Miracle, he's sort of the power that they have right now. 7.5 minutes in, he's level 7. He's had a very good laning stage up top. Peksu's gonna be able to TP out before Mind Control can find him behind the tower. See where we are heads now. He's going to TP up top. Decides that this is potentially the safer area, but Zibe is going to be moving up here as well. And as you say, level 6 is going to be hit off the next creep, so the Abaddon will mimic the movements of the Ursa.
Yeah, Abaddon does not give a damn anymore. Like, he has a point in ulti, which he's saving right now. Ursa, only one tango to work with, so Abaddon is very happy to trade against the Ursa.
We are going to try and trade in again, but Zibe is going to turn. Aphotic Shield will proc. I mean, for sure,
Zibe needs to be careful. Like, 2 hits and he's going to die. That's 9 Fury Swipe charges.
I mean, Zibe's just going to run him down. Yeah, Weehar's got to get out of it. That's it for him in regen. He's down to his last mango. I mean, we'll see how much he could still really play the lane. He's still hanging around here. I mean, he's dead. He's just dead. Miracle is going to come in.
Wait, what's happening? He's going to get silenced. Miracle's going to get silenced.
I mean, he's got the flame guard, but Zibe, he's bringing Miracle low. Zibe will fall, so Miracle is at least able to take down Zibe in response. But this game, it's not getting any better for Weeha. He is struggling big time. Bottom lane.
5 deaths, 9 minutes in.
See if they can get the move on to Chessie. Chessie is going to get cut down. Miracle cleans up with the double kill. Turns over towards Peksu.
Make it a triple.
All right, Miracle wants to win this game. He's doing his best right here. 4 kills now.
Radiant's middle tower.
He is the power that they've got to get behind. We see on the net worth top spot for the mid-ember.
Look at this build on Ember Spirit. It's been a while since I saw someone maxing out the Flame Guard. Like, he knows they don't have enough magical damage. One more hit, it's gonna be a silence. Oh,
there it is. Miracle, he's still got the Flame Guard.
Oh, what a
from any further magical damage. They'll turn over towards Kuro with the cold feet and the chilly fingers. Peksu bringing him along. Won't quite be able to finish him, but they're diving here behind the tower. OG.Seed, they've found Kuro. They're still on top of Miracle. Miracle will fall. GH comes in with the snowball, but it's far too late. They've lost 2 in the mid lane. They're going to lose GH here as well, as the silence will hit. Double kill for Zibe as this man makes the moves. Weeha and Mind Control have turned up. See if they can bring down the kills in return. They will get one. They'll get Madara. Can they get Zibe? Nice remnant comes out from Chess.
Shield is ready
for the Zibe to continue to escape, but Mind Control, he can chase. Double kill for the Weaver. Nigma will be able to punish OG.Seed for that aggression behind their tier 1.
Yeah, during the draft we talked about how we're gonna see a lot of actions that are really not relying on any cooldown, so they can keep fighting all the time. And, so far they delivered.
Weeha's decided to stick around. He has got the backup of Miracle, but the Remnant is going to catch Weeha. There's still an Astral Step and a Dissimilate available. He's going to be able to burst him down. Chessie gets the kill, but Miracle at the same time will be able to play his way to the backlines, get on top of Peksu. See if they can find Chessie, they pull him in. Chessie's still got the Resonant Pulse, but it won't save him from the magical burst. Madara zips over, takes out Kuro. At the same time,
What is going on?
Able to find Siegfried. It's the cameraman's nightmare, Lacoste. I don't know where to look. Everybody's feeding.
I don't have a logical explanation, but someone definitely hacked Wee's account. Like 6 deaths, 11 minutes in.
It's getting rough. But this, overall, it's 40-13. It is a 2K lead for Seed. They do have all their 3 cores ahead. We are, at the moment, struggling to be that much more than a support.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I'm wondering what kind of item build Mind Control is gonna go. Since your Ursa is really not having a great time.
I mean, Yeah, he's saving up the money. He's definitely doing the calculations, mind control, deciding what he needs. Bottom lane, OG.Seed will be able to claim a tier 1 tower. Build-wise for them, Zibe going for the Vlads. Chessie is going to go straight for that Aghanim as well. So not necessarily the Orchid, but sort of a similar line of thinking, as you say. Just getting some sort of control online as soon as you can.
Yeah, that's a much better choice than what I suggested. Somehow I forgot about Aghanim Scepter. It's one of the better ones in the game, I would say. Oh, Miracle tried to snipe it with the Sleight of Fist, bottle it up, but didn't make it.
See on top. Mind control and GH, they're looking towards Zibe. They're going to bring in Weehar as well for this one. They are going to have to fight through the borrowed time, though. He's got the ult ready. See if any TP backup comes in. Pexu's on the way. Zibe's able to get the Aphotic Shield on Nigma. The three of them, they're diving deep. Pexu is going to turn towards Mind Control. Mind Control is able to time-lapse. Weehar still wanting to find kills. He's going in aggressive. Looking for Pexu behind the tree line. Miracle will come forward with Remnant. They'll get Pexu, but they're very, very deep for this. This is giving time for OG.Seed to TP in. Miracle and Weehar, they've got to get out. Miracle's going to be able to TP, but he's left Weehar alone. As Weehar, he's hiding. He has got the ult. I don't know if he gets out of this. I think we are about to witness the bear go down once more, as he's trapped in by the three of them.
I believe Miracle left him because he stole a kill there. Like, buddy, you're on your own right now. It's the first kill for Ursa in this game.
I mean, that's something, right? You know, a 1-7 KDA is better than a 0-6 if you do the ratios. GH. Oh.
Chain Frost doesn't bounce back.
But it's not going to bounce yet. Chessie's able to separate himself far enough. Kuro has got the 1 charges. He is going to turn, pull back Chessie. Chessie getting very low. Another Astral step up to the high ground. But Weehar wants to chase. Weehar is going to get it. He's going to be able to get himself the 2nd kill this game. Comeback begins for the bear. That's a big kill to get. Chessie starting to have a lot of freedom on the map. This game is getting chaotic. It's getting crazy. It's 16 to 16, 13 minutes in. Mind Control takes himself a courier. Zibe was able to make the delivery before it went down, though. Vlad has been picked up on the Abaddon. The over from GH, they're going to try and play on a Zibe again. Zibe immediately pops the borrowed time, starts to hit towards GH, back in the river. Miracle and Weehar, they're going for Madara, but they've been soul-bound together. The cold feet, the silence onto the two of them. Weehar pops the Enrage and will be able to get back up the high ground. Chessie, he wants to chase them, playing aggressive with the Dissimulate, turns back, chains out onto the two of them.
Double chain.
Catches both Pexu and Chessie. Another cold feet onto Miracle. Miracle's got to keep his distance, and he will. Won't be able to chase on any further. Madara shifts back into the Agi and will continue to lifesteal back up. They're all in on the mid. Another jump forward from Weehar. They're looking to Chessie. Chessie out with the Astral Step. Miracle able to come in with a slight change. GH comes in with a wraparound. Snowball forward. Chessie, he's got to Dissimulate. Jumps out. Weehar chases. Moving in with the Earthshock. They'll get the kill onto Chessie.
Need a Abaddon. They really need to play around Abaddon. That Remnant is gonna get him.
Alright.
Abaddon is their protection. He has level 4 Aphotic Shield, also silence against some of these heroes. Abaddon deals serious amount of damage at the moment. Phase boots, Windlace, very speedy broom handle on top of that.
A golden thread.
Yeah, just full brawler this game so far, and you know, Nigma have been able to close that lead that OG.Seed were getting off the lanes. You know, Weehar able to find involvement in a few kills now. Starting to pick his game back up. He's going to go for the Vlads on the Ursa. Goes on the hunt. See what he can get here. Madara. Still a tricky kill, at least until the Spirit Vessel is done on Miracle. This is what he is going for. He's still about a recipe away from it. TP's come in. See if Chessie wants to try and lead in. He's got the 2 charges, a step ready to close the gap. And he goes over towards Kuro. They'll look for the easy pick off onto the ledge. Set up into the cold feet proc. Kuro will be left behind. Madara waveforms forward, ready to chase for more. Turning into the Ember Spirit to use the chains against him. Miracle will be able to dodge the Ice Blast. Quick jump out with the Remnant. Miracle should be able to escape. Zibe is trying to stay on top of GH, but he's back under the tower. And he won't chase any further. All whilst this goes on, Mind Control continuing to get a lot of space down bottom and saving up the money, 2,300 gold. I mean, what is he considering here? Would you still like to see him sort of go for an Axe early himself, or do you think Mind Control can go for a more sort of carry item?
If Ursa is going for Vlad's, I believe that Mind Control is like deciding maybe I need to buy like an item that's gonna scale in the late game. I can still switch back to Ags at one point.
And in the river, Chain Frost is out there, able to turn on a Zibe. Miracle's ready up for more. He's got the slight change ready to go in a second. Chessie jumps into the river. They find GH, but now they're deep. Ice Blast will come crashing across Weeha. Weeha's going to tick down. Double kill for Madara. The Morphling starting to clean up here. Up to the high ground he goes. Miracle backs off. Has got the stick charges. Will turn. Mind Control already looking for the backlines.
That's a triple.
Straight towards Peksu, but with that nuke and deep, this Morph just continues to get kill after kill. Miracle's trying to bring him down, but they're not going to have enough damage. Madara is fine, and now with the X-Swell, Madara moves forward. He's looking for Miracle. Miracle will be able to dodge the stun there with the Sleight of Fist. TP's coming. Madara's got to start cooling it down. Waveforms out with the three of them. Madara's got to be careful. The shards from GH, they're on point. They trap him in. An Aphotic Shield from Zibe will keep Madara safe, and he's got a lot of strength morphed into to work with. The Sleight of Fist not enough to cut down the Morph. He will survive, and whilst this was happening, Zibe was trying to stay on top of Miracle, but he couldn't do so. Remnant prepared for the TP back as Miracle looks to return to base and to heal back up. Weeha is trying to commit onto Chessie, but Chessie, he's out with a Assimilate. A huge Ice Blast comes crashing down onto the two of them. Weeha still on the retreat. He will manage to make it away before he's brought down under the Ice Blast threshold. Madara's fighting all four of them in the river. Zibe, he's got shield back up. Madara will be able to waveform away, but Weeha does manage to return to the fight, take down Chessie, and now Nigma, they can maybe even try and hunt for more behind this tower. Miracle, he's got the chains up in 5 seconds. Zibe at the front. Borrowed time is prepared. Nigma, can they get this grab? GH starting to toy with Zibe a little bit.
Our region for Mind Control. He's gonna get sniped. No,
he's fine. He's out of the blast into an incredibly close call. Peksu nearly able to find Mind Control as he stepped forward for that rune.
That's why I said that they need to bring this to bat, and you can see how much work he's doing, keeping Morphling alive. Morphling just standing his ground, hitting people, and Mind Control. He decided to go for Maelstrom build, which I think it's a better choice here. Like, you can still fall back to Aghanims, your Ursa.
Yeah.
Have Vlad's can connect, so they know they're in the Roche pit. AA ulti ready in a couple of seconds.
Oh yeah, that AA ulti is going to be very scary. Peksu's able to get it off. Weeha's trying to commit for the Roche, but he's being bashed up. The Ice Blast comes in. Roche
feels it.
And Madara is able to get the Aegis. Both benefits going OG.Seed. Madara will lose the Aegis immediately, but he's ready to turn, get kills. Weeha will fall alongside GH. Miracle is also dead. Mind Control trying his best to retreat with the Shikuchi as OG.Seed, they get pretty much everything there from the pit. Sure, the Aegis is instantly taken away, but they're able to deny that incredibly important objective from the Ursa lineup. They take it themselves.
And this is gonna give him more fling, more gold. He's so close to getting Mantis style. Once he gets that, he can get out of the chains. Spirit Vessel charge, he doesn't need to care about that one. They also have ways of dispelling it with Abaddon, so Abaddon should only like keep playing with the Morphling. Imp Claw, Ring of Aquila being dropped. Ring of Aquila for Morph, of course he's gonna take that one.
Top lane. Mind Control. Is he gonna live here? Yeah, he should be.
Do the math, Owen. I believe he's not.
Nah, he's good. He's good. He's got the time lapse there. Able to get him back up to make sure that he doesn't fall too low on the HP down bottom. Another outpost fight continues as GH rolls in with the ball onto Madara, but Madara is able to turn. He's fine. He's a very hard hero to bring down. That Manta style has now been delivered, as you say, with this. Having that Dispel, he's even more slippery than before. He turns into the Ember, pops the Flame Guard, ready to use it against Miracle. Goes in with the Waveform. They've taken down Weeha. Miracle will be able to dodge the Ice Blast with the Sleight of Fist, but he's still falling so low, using all remnants to break himself away from Peksu and Z-Freak. See if Mind Control and Kuro and GH can keep him safe enough. Chessie is going to have Astral step up in a second. Slight chains out onto the AA. Peksu will go down. You can from Z-Freak has the setup. Chessie's in, be able to pull back Weaver. Looking to try and bring that GH first. At the same time, Madara, he's fighting both Kuro and Miracle on the high ground. He actually dies though. Miracle will be able to get him. The Spirit Vessel.
Oh, double damage Weaver.
See one more they can get here. It's both teams. Looks like they'll calm it down. Miracle may try and find a change grab. They'll get the tower deny on mid. OG.Seed, Mind Control, heading in, ready to use this DT to his advantage.
I want to see next set of items, and then OG takes a fight. Abaddon has 2,000 gold, Void Spirit just 1,000 gold off from Aghanim Scepter. That's a game-changing one.
Yep.
Like, they don't have any ways of dispelling the silence. So if they fully commit with those 2 charges of 2 seconds silence, they should be able to get a kill, and their heroes are very good at getting in and out.
Straight back on the map, we are. Let's be a little careful up here. Z-Freak and Zibe in the neighborhood. That halberd getting closer and closer to completion for Zibe's Abaddon. We are just going to play aggressive onto him. Jumps in onto the Abaddon. Ice shards won't catch him. The Ink Swell is there. It's going to be an excellent Ice Blast onto the 2 of them, which will force them to back off. GH going for the TP out, and he'll make it out before they bring him low enough. Weehar's going for the walk home. It's going to be met with a bit of a surprise as Matter comes in with a waveform. Weehar trying to escape, but Chessie's able to close the gap, jumps in, Remnant's off the mark, but it doesn't matter. Weehar taken down as he tries to walk back to the base.
I'm so glad Zibe is going for Heaven's Halberd. That's probably my favorite item in this patch, besides Spirit Vessel. Like, you get so much out of it. Great against Ursa, great against Weaver, even Ember Spirit to one extent. So this arm will be very effective. I mean, they don't have that much like tower damage if you think about it, but if they get a kill, 4 points in Curse of Avernus, Madara, he's just pumping some serious damage. And they don't even want a tower, they want to keep fighting. 52 kills, 23 minutes in. Not too bad.
This game's pretty wild. I mean, we could sort of tell it from the draft, both of these teams with lineups that are very much geared up to go as soon as they can. We are in the enrage there to make sure nothing follows up that lead in from Chessie and his Remnant. Now going to try and turn and see if they can chase them down. Nigma looking for a catch, but OG.Seed, they're prepared on the high ground. Zibe, he's got a TP out. Looking to respond to this mid lane that was being pushed in by Mind Control and Miracle. They'll be able to start deep-pushing. Maybe Nigma can find a grab on the retreat from Seed. Jesse, he's been found by the chain. The Spirit Vessel down upon him. He's still got the Natural Step and the Dissimilate. They'll bind the 2 of them together. The silence comes out. Chain Frost will be avoided by the Dissimilate. Madara coming in, but the defensive snowball's there for GH. They're able to surround the Morph and then burst him down. Madara dies on the front lines. Nothing that Zibe can do to help his Morph. Z-Freak just hoping and hiding in the trees, but they found him as well. They jump in, kill off the Grimstroke. It's a double kill for Miracle, and this fight isn't even over yet. Zibe is going to turn, trying to get the silence onto Miracle, but they're kiting him up. The 4 of them surrounding Zibe. This Spirit Vessel Ember doing so much work right now as Nigma take down another.
Oh man, I love watching Morphling players, the greedy one. He has 1000 HP, power treads on int. He just straight up died. Like, you think, yeah, Abaddon is behind me, but there's still a ton of burst damage. If, like, they use a Snowball, Walrus Punch, even with the talent, some extra stun duration, they have enough to bring you down.
Yeah, we're seeing him sort of a couple of times in a row where Matter has been burst on the front lines. He has to be that little bit more careful, especially if he wants to keep this E-Blade timing on track. And still he is there at the top alongside Mind Control. Mind Control is certainly becoming the new carry here today for Team Nigma with the amount of farm that he has. Top place net worth and no signs of slowing down. Good levels as well. Level 17 on this Weaver.
He has a full BKB on a courier which died.
And once he has that, there's very little really that threatens him physically. I mean, sure, there is still some physical elements to their heroes, but nothing that is going to be hard for him to play around in terms of using that time lapse. He's going to be able to save himself every time at this rate. See on the Roshan, still a minute until Roche is back up. See Nigma are going to do their best to try and claim that, but OG.Seed, as we saw before, they do have some excellent fight around the pit. Top lane, Chessie. Starting to toy with Weeharr a little bit, but it is only Chessie alone. Mid lane's where the focus is from Seed. They're looking to try and get the catch onto Miracle. Madara setting up, turns into the Ember Spirit, using the chains to hold him in place and ensure the Ice Blast connects. A sweet play from Madara sets up for OG.Seed to be able to look for more. They're hunting GH. Keeping himself hidden in the trees. They know that someone is around. They won't be able to find him quite yet. Top lane. We are on mind control. We'll be getting closer and closer to pushing in onto the tier 2 once again. We'll see how OG.Seed respond. They're going to stay on the aggressive. They get the catch onto GH. It's trying to remove that bug, but an excellent stroke of fate from Z-Freak finishes him off and allows OG.Seed to continue their pushes. So it will be a tier 2 for tier 2 trade. I mean, unless Nigma are able to do anything in terms of defense, but they are without the Ember for 10 seconds. Chessie playing straight into the base. The Remnant, it's off the mark though. Won't be able to pull Kuro back into the blast, so Kuro will manage to escape.
But the tier 2 tower is gonna go down. Next, Roche will respawn in 10 seconds. Like, they don't have a great hero that, you know, split pushes. It's pretty much the Weaver who has a BKB now. But the tower damage is limited. Ember Spirit with the Deso, that's gonna help him out. But he needs a defensive item. BKB is a must-have this game.
Radiant's bottom tower
We're seeing
is under attack.
we are starting to get his items online too. The Basher is on its way out. Getting close to that 30-minute mark. OG.Seed making sure they're able to take control of Nigma's outpost, and imagine we'll see one of them try and head back and reclaim their own.
Shotgun will be ready right now, so they have a lot of burst damage. Like, I want to see the combo from Grimstroke. Also, Grimstroke has a defensive item right now. Glimmer Cape. I see AA going for 1. On top of that, plus a telescope. It's going to be much easier to execute that fight with telescope.
Yeah, we're going to see another fight kick off. Miracle gets nuked down immediately by Matter and that newfound E-Blade to start things off. They're now ready to split over towards WePlay, forcing him away from the rest of the arm. Jump back in over towards Z-Freak. The Aquatic Shield won't save Z-Freak as Z-Freak falls. The WePlay goes down in turn. It's 2 dead on both sides. Nigma having to back off with that BKB coming to an end on mind control. Looks to escape into the trees. GH will hide. Matter is hunting. Going forward with the waveform. A snowball across. GH cannot live here as he falls. Jump forward with the astral step. Chessie's going to be able to catch a fall. Triple kill for Matter, as that E-Blade reveal could not have gone any better for him and the boys, as OG.Seed take a convincing team fight win.
I believe Miracle is regretting that he did not get any kind of a dispel saving item. Like, he went full offensive with that Deso. They were winning the fights back then, but now they killed him twice before the fight even started. That means that he couldn't get any gold from those fights. And Mind Control will be trying to create some chaos, split push. Roche is up, that's Cheese and Aegis, already a second one. They have enough sustain with the Vlads and Morph Sage's mask. Actually, Morbid mask. It's a different kind of mask. Every single time I say Sage's mask instead of Sobi mask, I feel like I'm, you know, not saying it correctly.
Well, what's Sobi mask? That was from the original.
It's from Dota 1. Yeah, I believe it was called Sobi mask in Dota 2 for quite some time, but then we changed it.
Jesse. We're going to find him outside the pit. The Soulbind's thrown out, but OG, they're not looking to play into this. They're trying to retreat. They're without the Void Spirit for 45 seconds. Nigma wanting to use this to their advantage. They step into the pit, starting to claim Roshan. There is an Ice Blast. And
Roche goes down so quick. Bugs.
They've got to if they want to put a stop to this. They're going to get there in time. They're not.
Nope, not this time.
They've found it. This time, Nigma will be able to take the Aegis and Cheese and Roche for themselves. They move it immediately to get on top of Peksu. Matter is in trouble also. They're losing GH as he's falling low, but he's still alive. Zibe's trying to finish him, but he cannot quite kill him off. Jump forward with the Remnant. They found Matter and Seed. They just weren't able to get an attack together in time. Roshan going the way of Nigma. And some easy kills off the back of it as well. Jump over towards Zibe. His borrowed time is unavailable still for 15 seconds. Nigma take another.
Yeah, that fight. Void Spirit with no buyback. He invested all of his gold, bought that Ogre Axe. I mean, it's gonna give you 200 HP. It's not really worth it. Instead, it's just much better to save for a buyback. And Mind Control, he's doing whatever he wants in these fights. Because you have a tanky frontliner, you have a save from Tusk, and Weaver's creating a lot of chaos in the backlines. Also, I want to see Weaver buying dust for herself so that she can kill these two supports with the Glimmer Capes.
We are in the mid. He's going to be able to protect his Aegis. Gets the Enrage off in time, and they don't have enough control to play around it. Yeah, I mean, you said it, you know, Mind Control 8-1 and 12 this game. An excellent Weaver performance. The draft certainly set this game up to be a great Weaver game, and Mind Control, he's certainly showing it. That's without a doubt the biggest issue that OG.Seed have on their hands right now. Miracle's close there behind. Still having a very good game, but still, as we've mentioned, needs that BKB before he's able to freely roam around the fights to the same extent that Mind Control's been getting away with.
And it was a perfect target that Nigma could kill in the previous fight. They got Void Spirit, who can silence, AoE silence all of their heroes, catching him without a buyback, and Roche goes down so quickly. Medallion, then you have a tag team, some extra minus armor from Deso and the Swarm.
Yeah, they've got kind of a... I mean, I guess any sort of Ursa plus armor reduction draft feels like just a perfect Roshan taking opportunity to go with. I mean, and as we've seen, you know, both times, even though they didn't get it the first, it was them heading into the pit to do it, as they have this strength. Getting away with it this time, and as I say, being able to protect the Aegis and the cheese, it's still there as well. Miracle's got that ready for the next bit of action. As he starts to push in top, they are going to move over towards him. See if they can catch him. See what Madara can do. He tries to get him with the chains, but I mean, he would have been very lucky.
It's a tough one.
That was a full creep wave he's trying to chain them in. You have to get, you know, you have to have bought a few of the old treasure chests to make sure that Gaben had blessed you with some good RNG there to find that setup. It didn't happen. Madara's going to have to make sure he puts more levels into his battle pass this year.
Madara so far has been playing great, turning into Ember Spirit, realizes that he does not have a defensive item, and then chaining him. If GH is not close, he can't use the Snowball to save him. So both of the supports have Glimmer Capes right now on OG.Seed. And Mind Control, he bought a Dust, like 2 Dusts. That's how you play. Even though you're like a carry offlaner, you still want to be able to kill those guys. Like, they go invis, they get rid of the Swarm.
See, it seems around mid, they did smoke up. Zibbage smoke dispelled. I mean, he's going to see Weeha here. Nick getting smoked up on the high ground. Who's to be the one to make the move first? Seed still in the smoke. Chessie will reveal. Zibbage going to keep the pressure on this top lane. GH, she's starting to have a bit of a poke behind the tower, as Mind Control is at the same time bringing the creep wave all the way up to the high ground of OG.Seed. So OG.Seed are going to be split in terms of where they had to put their attention. Chessie tries for a grab on Mind Control, but he's a pretty tanky Weaver right now. Leading from a Void Spirit isn't going to be enough to give them the confidence to commit onto that Weaver. This definitely feels like we're seeing the lack of control that OG.Seed's heroes can offer really hinder them right now.
If they can drag this game for another like 2-3 without dying and getting the farm on the map, I still feel like OG.Seed could take this one. They have another set of items coming. BKB on Void Spirits goes for Morphling, just 900 gold off, and Abaddon. Like, he wants to be like a third core that scales. He's going for a Basher, which I really like.
I mean, they need it, yeah. They need that lockdown, and that's going to give them that answer. Give them that way of getting in, jumping in onto the Weaver or the Ember or the Ursa. That Abyssal Stone will do it. It's still a fair bit of gold to go, of course, before that Abyssal is there, so Zibe is going to need a lot of time to find it.
And there's a great synergy between like Grimstroke ulti and this Heaven's Halberd from Abaddon. He's also building one. You can use it on multiple targets.
And as you mentioned, just all 3 cores, I mean, especially Weeha's Ursa, are going to be heavily messed up by this disarm, as we've already started to see in some of the fights where they've been able to postpone the damage that Weeha's been able to output. That Halberd. Moves coming again from Nigma, still playing very confidently with this Aegis. You know, they've got Bit of time left. The pull comes in for Kuro. It's quite close to the base though. Miracle's going to step in. The Soulbind into Silence comes out to them. Weehaw has now lost the Aegis. It's come to an end. And so has Kuro's life. Kuro does get burst out. As OG.Seed able to get the kill. Now Nigma will have to play that a little more careful. They don't have that Aegis anymore. BKBs now being completed. Jesse's got his on the Void Spirit. Adder's got his on the Morphling. Miracle tries to poke, jump forward onto the high ground from Madara. He's trying to go in onto Mind Control, but Mind Control, he's got to nullify. The BKB does come out from Madara to keep him protected. Still the chase is there, forcing Madara to force high up into the string. Turn over towards Chessie, defensive remnant from Miracle as he gets out of there. Mind Control still wants to fight though. Chessie is going to chase. They've got the low cheese. He's able to get the cheese off in time. To simulate from Chessie, plays defensively as he backs off. Madara waveforms away. BKB committed by Mind Control. Madara low on the mana. Another Sleight of Fist comes out. He's got Zibe by his side. Another shield will protect him, but he's out of mana. He's out of answers. He's got one more waveform, but they can close the gap with the remnant. Madara is in a whole lot of trouble. Tries to protect himself with the E-Blade, but they burst him through it. This morph is dead and gone for 80 seconds. Nigma will get the kill, and with no morph, they can push on for more. Zibe has been nullified. Does manage to get back to the high ground, but there's no buyback. Went full in on that BKB purchase. So not available for over a minute, Madara.
Problem was OG.Seed, Morphling and Abaddon were not playing together. Like Abaddon needs to take care of that BKB. It's still gonna clip it.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Not quite able to get the chains grab there, Miracle. Down bottom, Mind Control just playing for the rat. As the tier 3 pretty much brought down. Yeah, they're going to deny it off the map, so Mind Control's pressure able to allow them to start breaking into the base back towards mid. Miracle using the BKB to commit onto Chessie. Chessie's got his own BKB available to simulate to jump back up to the high ground. Soulbind links to Mind Control. He's straight in there with the nullifier, takes out Peksu. Mind Control now 9-1-14 on that Weaver this game, as he is taking the bottom racks. He's even moving in, trying to find kills. He's moving closer and closer towards the fountain. Change for Miracle, holds back Zibe. 20 seconds still without Madara, but the damage certainly being done whilst he's been dead. As the full set of racks down bottom has been taken by Nigma, they'll sweep over towards the mid.
They have 2 catapults approaching on the top lane, so if they just keep them busy, like tier 3 might fall on top.
Let's see if they can find that boy. Here's Miracle. It's being moved towards. The pull will separate Zibe to the Ink Swirl stun. Doesn't hit. Miracle Madara, he's come in. He's been kicked outside of the base. They've got the chains grab. Mind Control's on top of them. He's got the waveform to get back up to the high ground. GH has been silenced. Zibe trying to commit the nullifier. Out onto Chessie. Chessie jumps away with the Astral Step. The Ice Blast comes in onto Kuro, but we are in GH. They're in. They stay on top of Zibe. Zibe has not got borrowed time. The Abaddon is dead and gone for 7. He has got buyback. GH goes down in return. Madara committing with the BKB. Waveforms forward. Over towards Kuro. He goes for the E-Blades. Doesn't actually have the burst to kill Kuro. Madara, he's just dead again. This morph has fallen once more. 80 seconds, no buyback. Chessie is trying to redeem the situation. Stepping in onto Weehaw. They have got the silencing rage. Will finish soon. But Weeha's just turning. He's getting the swipe stacks up on Zibe. Chain controls there onto Chessie. His BKB unavailable for a minute. Chessie's gone as well. He'll buy back, jump forward onto Zibe. Chessie can do anything here, though they're down 2 members at the moment on OG.Seed. Nigma can resume pushing in on the mid, taking this mid set of racks. And they've just had to fight too many times without their carry, without this Morphling. He's just died at the start of each of these fights. And Nigma, they've got the space to take the objective. This Rex, it's going down as well.
Yeah, Morphling just dies way too quickly. They are controlling him, and Mind Control, man, his positioning in this game, he understands, like, I'm just gonna cut into backlines, focus these 2 supports. Now 2 set of racks is gone. Tier 3 tower on half HP. Next Roche spawns, so that's Cheese, Aegis, and Aghanim Scepter. So you give that to Weaver, or they just might try to close out this game right now.
Immediately having to use the borrowed time to get back. We are ready to commit deep with the BKB popping it, looking for a target, but OG.Seed, they back up. We are going to go for the TP out. We'll make it before the BKB comes to an end. Chessie trying to chase and see if he can grab any stragglers, but there's actually the turn. He's stepped pretty far forward. The chains will get him, but Nigma aren't going to fight anymore. They're going to back off. They're going to reset.
Look at the mana pool on V. 299. This is my mana pool when I play against the Silencer. Vetlas Shaco coming through.
All right. I mean, who needs brains when you got the brawn. It's a tanky boy, you know, 4,200 HP.
All right, let's do the math for a combo. 75 for Abyssal Blade, 70 overpower, 85. So he needs like
230.
230 to 250. Yeah.
So it's enough. You know, it's got enough for the combo. That's all you need. Oh. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of HP. Yeah, good luck killing this man. And we are, you know, he has made sort of the comeback this game. Did start the game, what, sort of 0-6? You know, now, sure, he still died 13 times, but he's got 11 kills and 16 assists. It's 42 to 36, 40 minutes in, 19k lead for Nigma as they do now sit in quite a comfortable position as OG.Seed. Now going to head out the base. It's around this Roshan again. They cannot afford to let Nigma get this third one.
Oh my god, Mind Control just hit level 25. Shikuchi, movement speed. Good luck trying to catch him in a team fight.
Oh my goodness. I saw a bit of that speed right there. He was zipping all over the place. Agnes is done on Miracle. Gonna have those extra remnants and that extra ability to chase. Weehar's in. Looking for Matter, and Matter gets botched. Bastion will go to the high ground. Raymond fall from Miracle. They're trying to chase GH. Looking the Wolf turn, start punching into GH. The Ice Blast comes out, but they've already lost Pexu. Z-Freak will get pushed up towards the side. Both Matter and Chessie pop in their BKBs. Miracle trying to finish off Z-Freak, but the Glimmer Cape will save him. Back towards the east. Jump forward from Weehar. He's in with the blade onto Chessie. Chessie is dead for 100 seconds. Remnant in. Nigma just looking for a bit of a cleanup. Matter will turn into the Weaver. Shikuchi himself out of there. Zibe still has the borrowed time. But it's another fight where Nigma are just straight up killing the cause of OG.Seed, and OG.Seed just don't seem ready to fight into the power that Nigma's cause have right now.
They only focus the supports first. They understand where the threat comes from, like the Soulbind, them using multiple spells in a team fight.
And they're just diving in now, Nigma.
Z-Frick, oh.
But I know the lead that they have is pretty significant right now. They can just collapse in onto Madara. He'll E-Blade himself. He's got a waveform. He will shift in and try and get back towards the fountain. Nigma, they're chasing. They'll get themselves on top of the Abaddon. They won't dive for more, but it looks like this one is done and dusted. GG, well played is called. This game is over, as Nigma will manage to take the win here in this, but they will have the ability to return next season in Division 1, whereas OG.Seed, when they come back next time round, they will be playing in Division